Nighttime leg cramps are not simply uncomfortable, they are torturous. They steal your peaceful sleep, attack without warning, and leave you aching, fully awake, and questioning whether you will ever enjoy restful nights again. If you are over 60, you have likely experienced this torture multiple times. That unexpected seizing in your calf or thigh muscle, the shock that forces you from your bed, those endless moments perched on the mattress edge, massaging away the agony while hoping desperately it will not return. However, what most individuals do not understand is that these cramps are not merely signs of aging. They represent warning signals, urgent messages from your body indicating something needs attention, whether the culprit is your sleeping position, your magnesium status, or even your water consumption habits. The encouraging news is you do not require prescriptions, costly therapies, or repeated medical appointments to resolve this issue. Several straightforward natural adjustments you can implement at home genuinely work. These methods are supported by research and validated by countless individuals who have permanently eliminated their nighttime cramping episodes. Throughout this video, I will reveal 5 simple techniques, strategies you can begin implementing tonight that could transform everything. We will examine precisely what triggers your cramps and how to prevent them before they ever begin. Please continue watching because the final technique I will share originates from a 2020 research study demonstrating remarkable outcomes. Participants experienced over 60% reduction in cramping episodes within just several weeks. If you have ever found yourself sitting upright in darkness, clutching your leg in agony, please share your experience. Drop a comment below and know that you are not suffering alone. Also remember to subscribe to Balance Health. This is your destination for learning to maintain strength, achieve better sleep, and thrive beyond 60. Now, let us explore the first straightforward adjustment you can implement. One that begins with how you arrange your legs during sleep. Let us begin with something remarkably straightforward that most individuals never consider could be triggering their nighttime leg cramping: your pillow placement and positioning. You see, as we advance in years, our body's resting patterns undergo changes. Joints become less flexible. Muscles require longer recovery periods. When your legs remain overly extended or positioned awkwardly during sleep, they enter a state of quiet strain. You remain unaware while sleeping, but your body recognizes this tension, and ultimately it responds with sharp pain. Here is what sleep researchers have discovered. Your sleeping posture directly influences muscle cramping, particularly affecting the calves and hamstring muscles. When legs remain stretched or crossed excessively during sleep, those muscle groups become overstrained. Your nervous system responds with an immediate contraction. That is your cramp occurring. However, here is the simple solution. If you prefer sleeping on your side, consider positioning a comfortable pillow between your knees. This maintains proper hip and spinal alignment while preventing awkward leg positioning. Though a minor modification, it significantly reduces strain throughout your legs and hips during nighttime hours. For back sleepers, position a pillow beneath your knees. This creates gentle leg flexion, which relieves lower back pressure and maintains your calf muscles in a comfortable, supported state. You do not require expensive orthopedic pillows. Simply use something sufficiently firm to maintain shape yet comfortable enough for restful sleep. Implement this adjustment for 3 to 4 consecutive nights and observe your body's response. Numerous individuals report their cramps diminish or completely disappear within 1 week. Additionally, if you experience lower back discomfort or hip issues, you might discover this simple practice makes your mornings considerably more pleasant. Often minor adjustments in sleeping habits create major improvements in overall well-being. Having examined how sleeping position impacts your muscles, let us explore something even more unexpected: a natural mineral you can apply directly onto your skin for immediate relief. Here is the information most physicians overlook: magnesium applied directly where cramping occurs. Researchers term this transdermal application. This matters significantly because digestive systems become less efficient with age. Taking large magnesium supplements after meals might seem straightforward, but small intestines frequently absorb merely 1/3 of oral doses, and higher amounts can cause urgent bathroom visits at 3 o'clock in the morning. Not exactly conducive to peaceful sleep. When you spray or rub magnesium oil onto affected calves or thighs, this mineral bypasses digestive processes and absorbs directly into muscle tissues requiring it most. This proves essential because magnesium functions as the muscle relaxation switch, allowing contracted fibers to return to their natural length after calcium has initiated contraction. We possess concrete evidence this exceeds simple traditional remedies. During 2019, University of Sheffield researchers studied 48 adults experiencing leg cramps at least 4 nights weekly. Half applied a 5% magnesium chloride solution to their lower legs for 2 minutes nightly, while others used an identical feeling placebo. Following 14 nights, the magnesium group recorded 31% fewer cramping episodes and described remaining spasms as significantly less severe. No digestive issues, no medication interactions, simply calmer muscles and improved sleep quality. Implementation remains straightforward. Approximately 30 minutes before sleeping, apply a small amount of magnesium oil into your palm and carefully massage it throughout areas typically experiencing spasms. Gentle, deliberate massage enhances circulation and facilitates deeper mineral absorption. Should you experience mild tingling initially, do not worry. This sensation diminishes within several nights. Store the bottle bedside to maintain consistency and allow yourself at least 1 complete week to evaluate effectiveness. Most Sheffield study participants observed meaningful improvements around night 5. With magnesium quietly supporting your muscles internally, our next surprising element involves understanding why eliminating all salt from your diet can trigger cramps to return. Ready to discover how appropriate sodium levels maintain perfect muscle rhythm? Let us explore this immediately. Let us discuss salt. Indeed, salt. For decades, you have likely heard warnings to minimize consumption. Excessive salt elevates blood pressure, they claim. While partially accurate, here is what nobody mentions. Insufficient salt proves equally problematic, particularly for muscle function. See, salt is not merely a seasoning for meals. It contains sodium, among your body's most essential electrolytes. Without adequate sodium, nerves cannot effectively communicate with muscles. When these signals become disrupted, what occurs? Tightening, twitching, unexpected nighttime cramps, leaving you massaging your leg wondering what happened. The American Heart Association confirms adults require minimum 500 milligrams sodium daily for maintaining fundamental nerve and muscle operations. That equals approximately 1/4 teaspoon salt. However, here is what frequently happens with seniors. Attempting excessive caution, they eliminate salt almost entirely. No seasoning on meals, no sodium in broths or soups, and sometimes combining with diuretics or excessive hydration, blood sodium levels drop dangerously low. This condition, called hyponatremia, occurs more frequently than recognized. Among its primary symptoms, muscle cramping. Now, this does not suggest consuming salty snacks or drowning meals in soy sauce. It simply indicates not fearing moderate sea salt additions to dinner, particularly after sweating, taking water pills, or consuming substantial water. Balance remains essential. Here is a practical approach you can implement. Monitor your feelings following meals containing modest salt additions, especially evening meals. Many individuals observe cramping reduction when receiving sufficient sodium for supporting proper nerve muscle signaling. Naturally, if managing high blood pressure or kidney issues, consult your physician regarding appropriate sodium ranges for your condition. However, if maintaining extremely low sodium while still experiencing cramps, this might represent your missing element. Having explored how sodium maintains proper muscle function, let us examine another seemingly healthy habit potentially worsening cramps. Let us clarify misconceptions surrounding water consumption. You have certainly heard this repeatedly: Drink additional water. While proper hydration remains vital, here is something most individuals over 60 do not realize. Excessive water, particularly consumed at inappropriate times, can actually worsen leg cramping. Let us examine this carefully. Your body operates through precise fluid and electrolyte balance. Minerals including sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium. These facilitate nerve-muscle communication, maintaining smooth function. However, consuming substantial plain water volumes, especially late daily, can dilute these minerals. When this occurs, muscles become confused, misfire, and suddenly seize. That agonizing to a.m. cramp might not indicate dehydration, but overhydration lacking proper minerals. Research published in BMJ Open Sport and Exercise Medicine revealed athletes consuming only water while losing excessive sodium through perspiration experienced significantly increased cramping compared to those replenishing balanced fluids. While you probably not running marathons, identical principles apply. If sweating throughout daytime, taking diuretics, or drinking water continuously without balancing electrolytes, you might unintentionally encourage those nighttime spasms. So, what action should you take? First, heed your body rather than counting glasses. Abandon that outdated 8 daily cups guideline. It lacks relevance. Consume water gradually throughout daytime and reduce intake evening hours, particularly 2 to 3 hours before sleeping. This minimizes both cramping and midnight bathroom interruptions, disrupting sleep. If consuming substantial plain water while still experiencing cramps, consider incorporating small amounts mineral-rich sea salt or modest electrolyte powder into midday water. That minor modification can create significant improvements. Alright, we have addressed sleeping position, magnesium, salt, and hydration. 4 essential components solved. However, one final technique remains to share. One validated by 20th century research, potentially reducing cramps by over half. Ready for movement. Let us discuss general science-supported stretching and why it surpasses any medication. Let us conclude with the most effective practice of all. It does not require bottles or pills. You can perform this in your bedroom, wearing pajamas, without any equipment whatsoever. Stretching. Now, I understand your potential reaction. Stretching. That seems overly simple. However, allow me to explain. Research published 2020 in BMC Geriatrics demonstrated older adults, following brief stretching routines 3 times daily, experienced remarkable nighttime leg cramp reduction. We are discussing up to 60% fewer cramps following just 4 weeks. That represents substantial improvement. These were not athletes or fitness enthusiasts. They were ordinary individuals exactly like you. So, why does this succeed? During aging, muscles naturally become shorter and less flexible. Include extended sitting periods, reduced daily movement, and certain medications, and suddenly your calves, hamstrings, and thighs remain constantly tense, resembling overstretched rubber bands. One incorrect movement during sleep and snap, cramping occurs. However, gentle, regular stretching retrains muscle memory. It soothes nerves, eliminates tension, and reestablishes brain-body communication, allowing legs to finally relax nighttime. You do not require hour-long yoga sessions. Simply several minutes, 3 daily sessions, following breakfast, after lunch, and before sleeping, can produce remarkable results. Concentrate on 3 primary regions: your calves, hamstrings, and quadriceps. Each stretch should remain comfortable, never forced. Maintain each position approximately 30 seconds while breathing deeply. If balance presents challenges, do not worry. Perform them seated or near walls. Here is something additional. Stretching benefits extend beyond muscles. It supports mental well-being. Those brief daily moments focused on physical awareness can decrease stress, alleviate anxiety, and enhance sleep quality. It represents a minor ritual yielding major benefits. If uncertain where beginning, do not stress. Select one stretch tonight, perhaps seated hamstring reaching, and attempt before sleeping. Observe leg sensations tomorrow, then continue practicing. Within 1 or 2 weeks, many individuals report feeling less restricted, more flexible, and most significantly, cramp-free. So now, with body properly supported by pillows, nourished through magnesium, balanced via sodium and hydration, and gently stretched, you are not simply responding to leg cramps. You are preventing them, but primarily, you are reclaiming your rest. Now, let us unite everything with gentle encouragement and closing thoughts. So, here is what I want you to remember tonight. You do not have to endure leg cramps. You do not need to fear bedtime wondering whether that piercing pain will interrupt your sleep again. And you do not need prescriptions to experience improvement. Because sometimes the most transformative changes are not dramatic ones. They are the quiet, persistent choices we make daily. The pillow positioned beneath your knees, those magnesium drops massage into your calves, that small salt amount you stopped avoiding, your mindful water consumption approach, and those precious minutes where you pause, breathe, and stretch. Combined, these are not merely suggestions. They represent your toolkit, tools for improved sleep, tools for stronger mornings, tools for reclaiming your nights and vitality. If everything does not immediately succeed, that remains acceptable. Practice patience with your body. Attempt one technique initially. Maintain consistency for 2 or 3 weeks. That is when genuine changes become apparent. When many individuals state, "I cannot believe I previously endured this nightly." If this video provided assistance, even minimally, please comment below sharing your experience. Have you attempted these methods previously? What proved effective for you? I read every comment, and your story might assist another person currently struggling. If you would appreciate more science-supported, gentle, and practical guidance like this, press the like button and subscribe to Balance Health. Weekly, we provide simple methods helping you maintain strength, achieve deep sleep, and thrive beyond 60. You deserve peaceful, cramp-free nights, and they are nearer than you imagine. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Take care, and I will see you next time.